Namaste and hello there. My name is Abhijit and I am starting a series of Introduction to Database Management System. In this series, we will cover classification of data, what is DBMS, evolution of DBMS, DBMS versus RDBMS and SQL versus NoSQL. Single video for all these topics would be long, so I have divided it into 3 parts. We will cover first 4 points in this part, evolution of DBMS in next part, and difference between DBMS versus RDBMS, SQL versus NoSQL in third part. So let's get started. Now, what is data? Data is a collection of numbers, characters, words or audio visuals. It is basically a unit of information. Data is a Latin word which literally means something given. And interesting thing about this word is its plural. The singular form of data is called datum. But nowadays, in modern technologies, we use it as singular. For example, data is being processed or data is correct. The pronunciation of data changes according to geographical location. At some part of the world, it is called as data, and in some parts, it is called as data. The word data was first used as transmissible and storable computer information in 1946, and the term data processing was first used in 1954. So this is just a little background about the term data. Let's understand the purpose and importance of data. As we know, data is collection of numbers, words, characters which form a raw, unorganized data. If we collect and analyze this data to represent it to someone, becomes information. When we use this information in our experience to make an understanding, becomes knowledge. And if we use this knowledge to achieve our goals, provides wisdom. Let's take an example of climbing Mount Everest. Let's say height of Mount Everest is considered as data. Geographical position and climatic conditions are collectively considered as information. Documenting best way to reach Mount Everest with the help of this information is considered as knowledge. And by using this knowledge, if we climb Mount Everest, then it will definitely provide us wisdom. Now let's try to classify data. Data can be classified in 2 ways, qualitative and quantitative. Qualitative data also known as descriptive information, whereas quantitative data known as numeric information. Qualitative data includes characters and signs, whereas quantitative data includes numbers. Qualitative data can again be divided into 2 parts, ordinal data and nominal data. As name suggests, ordinal data is a data which placed into some kind of order. For example, to graduate, we need to follow an order of education. That is elementary, high school, then undergrad and then graduate. We cannot break this order. Whereas nominal data can be separated into unordered distinct categories which do not overlap. For example, male, female, or colors, brown, black, grey, red, white. So there is no order defined for this data. It is normal or nominal data. Next, discrete and continuous are 2 parts of quantitative data. Discrete data cannot be measured but can be counted. In software term, it is called as integer. For example, 10, 25, 100. Whereas continuous data cannot be counted but can be measured. For example, 2.7 feet, 5.3 meters, 10 kilometer. In software term, it is called as float or floating numbers. Now, you might be aware that in a computer language, we store data in 1 and 0, which is also called as binary system. We may discuss this binary system in detail in later sessions if you want me to explain. So this is all about data. Now we will see what is database and DBMS. Database is a collection of data, for example, notebook, Microsoft Excel or Notepad. These are databases because we store data in it. Origins of databases. Before computers were invented in 1960, data used to be stored in a notebook. So after invention of computers, need of storing data has arisen and new database systems started developing, which later became standardized system called DBMS, that is Database Management System. DBMS is a software for storing and retrieving data in an organized manner. It can retrieve large amount of data within a second. So this is all for today. We will discuss exciting history and progress of DBMS systems in next part. Till then, stay happy, stay blessed, keep learning and take care.